Okay, this next part's about increasing and decreasing functions, and you want to pay real close attention. This is the part people usually have a little hard time with on test. First off, a function is increasing over the interval from x1 to x2, basically the first point to the second point. And this implies that as x1 is smaller, the x2 gets bigger, that the y values are getting bigger. And a short version of this would simply be this. As you read left to right, it's going up. If the slant is a positive slope or going up as you read left to right, it is increasing. And then it's decreasing over that same interval as you go from the first point to the second point as you're reading left to right. This means as you're reading left to right, here y is smaller because f of x is y. Y is smaller than y2. Here y1 is larger than y2, meaning it's a decreasing function, or the slope is falling as you read from left to right, or a negative slope. Okay? And then a constant is for any interval where it stays the same, or it would basically be a zero slope. Here would be a zero slope if you were to look at it. That's all the stuff by definition. So let's look at a picture to see what we're talking about. Okay, first off, let's talk about this point right here. From negative 1, 4 to this here is 0, 1. Don't get confused by that 1. That's where people mess up. Also, increasing and decreasing functions, we're going to be writing down the x part only. As you can tell, this is decreasing. It's going down from negative 1, not to 1, but what's the x value right there? 0. It's decreasing. It's increasing from 2, the x value, to 3, the x value here. All right? So, and it's constant from this 0 to right there. So how are we going to write this? First off, it's decreasing from negative 1 to 0. That's not the point negative 1, 0. Negative 1, 0 would be right there. That's not the point. This shows it's decreasing from negative 1 to 0. And the other thing that is very important about increasing and decreasing, they never use brackets. Because at that exact point, it's neither increasing or decreasing. It's at a constant flat particular rate. So what you're going to notice is this. The x value from negative 1, the x value from negative 1 to 0, this function is decreasing. Where is it increasing? From 2, not to 4, 2 to 3. The x values. I know I've said the x values several times. And it's constant from where? Not 1, not the y value, but from 0 to 2. And notice, these are bracketed because at 0, this thing is actually no longer increasing or decreasing. It's a constant, has a slope of 0 from right there to there. The only thing that can have brackets are constants. Decreasing and increasing never have brackets. It will only be the little parentheses part. All right? So let's look at another one here. And I knocked out those y's there. Is this function a decreasing or increasing? Well, let's think about it. As we go from left to right, and notice the x value here is at negative 4 that we're seeing, but I know this one is continuing on to infinity and beyond. So, is it decreasing any? As you're reading left to right, is it going down anywhere? No. So, it's only increasing, and even right there it's increasing. It looks like it's flat, but yet on a cubic, it gets really flat, yet it still continues to increase, even very slightly, but it's still increasing right there. So it's increasing the entire time, meaning it's not decreasing any. I'm going to put it in A, and it's increasing from negative infinity to infinity. It's only graphed from about negative 4 here to that little past 2 that we can see, but it's because the y values get bigger here, but it does go from negative infinity to infinity. And notice, they're parentheses, and infinities are never brackets anyway. But increasing, decreasing never have brackets. Is it constant anywhere? It looks like it's flat there, but yet it's still increasing at all this point. It's not constant anywhere. So let's look at one more here. This one's a little different. Now notice, from right here as you're looking at it, what's it doing first? It's increasing, and then what's it do right from here to here? It decreases, and then what's it do again? It increases. So, let me look at the following. It's decreasing where? Notice not the y values, not this 10.5, but this what? Negative 1.75 all the way to positive 1.75. And notice, no brackets, only parentheses. Where is it increasing? Well, it's actually increasing two places. It's increasing from negative infinity to this negative 1.75, and from 1.75 to, yes, negative infinity to negative 1.75, and 1.75 to infinity. And notice, no brackets. Well, then is it constant right there? No, it's just changing directions. However, the slope right there at that particular point is 0 because, remember, these are negative slopes, positive slopes. So they're definitely changing. And what do you have between negative and positive is you do have 0, right? And then did not use the y values at all.